I'm out at Wooden Shoe Tulip Farm with Karen. And Karen, you know, I know you as tulips, but we're going to be talking about daffodils.
That's right. We do have a few daffodils out here.
Just a few. And I love that you have them in containers right up on your patio, which is such a great idea for us that maybe we don't have a big yard and we have a patio to decorate in spring.
Well, you know, I have to say container planting is one of my favorite ways to plant both tulips and daffodils. And daffodils do wonderful in containers. They're easy. And it is that right up front color. You know, and they're portable. That's the fun part.
And you know, because we had such a kind of very cool early spring, late winter, should we have been worried about them on those cold, cold nights?
Well, you know, as a gardener, you always worry about your garden. I mean, you know, it just pulls. But truly, daffodils are very hardy, and you really didn't need to worry about them. And as I point out, the only time to worry about daffodils is if you plant them too late. There's a risk. Until they're established, they are a little bit sensitive to cold, so especially in the pot. So make sure you plant your daffodils early in the fall, in September when things are still warm, for the best results.
Oh, okay. Well, you have some beautiful ones picked out, and so you could talk about these right here.
Well, you know, there's all kinds of daffodils, and I mean, most of us think of the bright yellows, but there's the beautiful large cup. And there are some wonderful new varieties. So that's part of the reason we plant them in pots, is because it saves you tromping through the field.
Oh, thank you.
And there's something about having them up front and personal.
So Karen, which one is this? It's really pretty.
This is a new one for us this year. This is Johann Strauss. It's one of the large cups.
Nice.
And it's fun. I like these because it's nice having something other than bright yellow. And for picking, the large cup ones are just wonderful, but you do remember, if you're picking them for bouquets and flowers, that sap, you know, that drippy sap that comes out of them, you need to let them condition for like 2 hours in a vase, then change the water. Because that sap will plug up. If you put them with any other flowers, tulips or anything, it'll plug up those flowers and they'll all wilt and the daffodils will look fine.
Great tip.
So remember to condition them before you put them with other flowers.
All right. That's a cutie.
Oh, this is so fun. Yeah, I mean, it looks like somebody's having a bad hair day. You know, that's kind of what we call it, hairy scary. But actually, this is called Rip Van Winkle. And if you notice, this is all daffodil petals. And these are the doubles. This is one example of doubles. And we have a number of doubles, and they're fun just for the variety. And I like this because this is fairly durable, and it's a little bit early.
Ah, nice. And I see that you have some tulips that are going to probably come on afterwards, so it's kind of nice. You can always mix them. That's a great idea.
It is, and just remember, when you are planting in a container, to think three-dimensionally. I mean, you plant them the same depth you would in the soil, if you can, and then make sure there's enough space for everything to come up between.
Oh, sure.
You know, smaller stuff on the outside, large stuff in the center.
Excellent. And this one is so traditional.
This is classic. This is Dutch Master. And, you know, this is what we all think of when we think of daffodils.
Definitely.
And, you know, what can I say? Dutch Master is a kind of a replacement for the old King Alfred. It's much more reliable, much more problem-free. And as far as problems for your daffodils, they really are, you know, the rodents don't bother them, the deer don't bother them. You know, they leave them alone. The only thing you have to really worry about is if you have a slug population. The slugs will crawl up and chew holes in your petals.
Ah, so bring out the slug bait.
They bring out the slug bait if you're a slug garden.
And what about this one? That's a pretty one.
Oh, that's Ice Follies. Now, Ice Follies, as you notice, it's another large cup. I mean, the size of the cup, it's big ones. It's an old-time favorite.
Oh, it's nice.
And it is. It keeps well, does well in the garden. Of course, all the daffodils do well here, and so it's a lot of fun.
So now you know that Wooden Shoe is just not about tulips. They have beautiful daffodils, but you can go to the website and you have really a cool feature on the website.
We've added what we call our field update, so that you can look on the website and we post a new picture every day during the Tulip Festival of what the field looks like. So there's no more guesswork. You can time your visits and hit it when it is picture postcard perfect. That glorious color.
Well, thank you so much, and don't forget to go to that website and find out all the information.